It's a frosty day in February 2025 along Salt Creek in the Cascade Mountains of Oregon. I spent a couple afternoons trackside up on the hill before the snow got too deep. The Cascade Sub begins in Oakridge with a 44-mile assault on the mountains dividing the state in half. To reach Oregon's eastern high desert, with its easy route south, the line first cuts southeast over the mountains on a grade that doesn't let up until it reaches Cascade Summit, ranging between 1.4 and 1.8%. From heather to fields, the line turns west, gaining elevation for 7 miles before turning east once again. 20 tunnels dot the route, ranging from number 24 near Westford and number 3 at Cascade Summit. The tracks top out at 5,000 feet of elevation, having gained 3,800 feet since Oakridge. Right in the middle of the mountain's turnback loops is the sighting of Wicope, where we'll head next. It's almost entirely silent up here in the snowy hills. Well, almost.
B9094 south, over. I got somebody that has switch S at BP556. They're going all the way down into Cruzette in the clear, but just as a heads up, per my rule, signals could drop on your approach to fields, over. Okay, keep an eye out for signals going into fields. Thanks. Dispatch out.
Looking above, a towering group of rocks mark where Tunnel 14 begins, hidden by the forest.
UP detector, milepost 541.8.
That detector gives away the location of the approaching Amtrak 11 coming down the hill. Coming up the hill is a short MHKRV, Hinkle to Roseville. I've been following this train, first seeing it below the snow at Minnow. Having 4 locomotives and being as short as it is, it had no trouble making 50 miles per hour here. There isn't a crew who works this run, myself included, who doesn't wish every southbound could climb the hill as fast as this one is, likely doing just over 25. Typically, trains run closer to the maximum tonnage limits, lending to speeds closer to 18 to 19 miles per hour. This Hinkle to Roseville train will meet Amtrak 14 at Fields, and then we will hear it pass us again up above as Amtrak arrives here.
McDonald, go ahead, over. Alright, all clear. 535, want me to bend that reverse, correct, over.
You'll be able to hear when Tunnel 14, which I mentioned earlier, swallows the growling locomotives. We're a little further up the line, just as it starts to curve around the loop to Fields. The train can't be heard at all until it comes out of Tunnel 17 right around the corner.
Omaha dispatch 268 to McDonald, over. I understand AMTK 2350 north is final location. You'll follow the track, correct? Over. Okay. Here it comes, over.
Amtrak 14A, advance approach, over. Advance approach, Amtrak 14 up. Whoa, cut down on the coffee. Okay, I'll cut down on coffee, sir.
Some railroaders, like this Amtrak conductor, can't help but have a great day at work. And yeah, coffee helps.
25, 21, you guys look good at fields. Have a good day, over.
Let's drive down the hill a ways to McCready Springs to see a Z train dying on the law, meaning reaching the end of their 12 hours of on-duty time. What's cool about this train getting patched by a dog catch crew is it's led by the Rio Grande Heritage locomotive number 1989. The crew will be happy to be handing off this train after struggling through a night of bad weather. Back at Heather, looking up grade across the Salt Creek Bridge, a northbound is approaching. It will be meeting the short southbound here that we saw earlier at Wicope.
Batch 268, over.
VA 438, we stopped at Heather.
Yep, meeting a short one there. They're just about to knock down McCready right now, over.
Okie dokie then, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Batch out.
Now let's see a snowy day in Klamath Falls as a northbound train begins doing setouts and pickups at the north end of the yard. The passenger depot here waved goodbye to Amtrak 14 earlier this morning and will remain quiet until tonight when Amtrak 11 arrives close to 10 p.m.
Onboard.
It's a short walk for changing crews from the office to the cab, which is great when the snow starts piling up. From Amtrak, Upper Klamath Lake skirts by early on in a winter run to Eugene. Not long after, the transition to snow as the tracks climb higher is evident along the Williamson River Canyon. The longest siding on the Cascade Sub, Crescent Lake, comes right in the middle of the 198-mile run. Now the shortest siding on the run, Cruzette, is on the left. Driving now between Highway 58 towards Cascade Summit, the tracks are kept reachable by nonstop plows and bulldozers. And as a southbound Portland to Roseville freight tops the hill, it passes a machine called the Pike, which is operated by Maintenance of Way to handle small plowing chores, keeping the tracks clear. It's been a few days since the last snow, and the trees have shaken free from flakes. An empty grain train en route to Eastport is leaving fields. The slide here has been an area of the hill with some instability. The ground was last sliding about a half a mile further at milepost 557.5. The ground gave way very near the tracks, and a team of engineers rebuilt and secured the slide this past summer. A permanent 20-mile-per-hour speed restriction here is the most restrictive on the hill. This 98-car unit train has 3 engines, plenty of power to handle the empty cars down grade. When this train is loaded and returns, it will demand no less than 8 locomotives to reach the top of the mountain. There's more snow in the forecast tonight, and a freezing fog is descending. I hope each and every one of you a warm holiday season. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again soon.